Okay, so this is a general reading for Sagittarius for the month of August. This is for anybody that needs to hear something. Point of this, it's designed to help anyone who is Sagittarius or has Sagittarius in their chart, provide them with a message to get them through any difficulties that they may face in the month of August 2020. So the first set of cards for that is the current situation. I have already shuffled them. Again. Hopefully you can't see my other face in this. Alright. So the first card you've got is the Four of Swords. Followed by the Ace of Pentacles. Okay. So then we're going to do relevant past. Alright, so they fall out. Now we've got the King of Cups, followed by the Hangman. So then we do any challenges. Challenges for Sagittarius. So then we have got the Three of Cups in reverse. Then came the Hermit and the Justice card. So two major arcanas in your challenges. Okay, I think I see where this is going. I feel like this is a third party situation. I feel like this reading might be directed towards someone who needs to make a decision in regards to a relationship, a choice between two people. I feel like, you've got an offer from somebody else. It's really, from what I'm getting at the moment is that it's directed, it's for someone who is in a third party situation. Or if this is for an onlooker or an onwatcher, you're watching for Sagittarius, so I feel like it's masculine energy that is obviously represented by the King of Cups. Just because it's king doesn't necessarily mean it has to be male. I do understand that, but I feel like this is a male Sagittarius who is got two partners going on at the moment. And the challenge is I'll just pull more cards. Sorry, future. I'm sorry. But if that doesn't resonate with you, probably don't watch any further because it might bore you to death if it hasn't already. So, Sagittarius. Sorry. Then we've got the Tower. So yeah, definitely something's ending. Definitely coming to end. Then we've got the Four of Pentacles, followed by Page of Wands. Sorry, you still see it? Bloody glare from the light. I tried so hard to like stop it, it just won't. Page of Wands and then two pages. Okay, so future, hidden influences, things that you're going to see. what is hidden from Sagittarius? Strength. Oh. Wow, two major arm cards. So it's strength with temperance and followed by the two of wands. It's really inscribed to a decision here. I don't know why I felt inclined to pull more cards out, but apparently I was going to. Yeah, Queen of Cups. Followed by the Eight of Wands in reverse. Alright. Overall message. Shit. I'm putting more cards out. Alrighty, okay. Wow. This is a lot more full on than what I was expecting, Sagittarius. Alrighty, so these ones up here. Bloody lights so annoying. Alright. I'm missing two cards. Where'd they go? Sorry, I'm just like awkward silence for a bit. Oh, I made them up in the wrong place. Sorry, I'm such a doofus. I was like, where'd my cards go? Sorry. Oh, my camera just fell. Alright, oh, this is too late. I'll start. I just saw some on my face. No one needs to see that right now. Ugh. Oh no. Oh, let me pause this. Sorry, the camera's falling. Okay, so the camera fell. It's like very meticulously blue tacked to the wall. So the first card is the Four of Swords, which we ran through the four as I pulled it out, which represents Sagittarius energy, I believe, of just being tired, exhausted, needing time out, and I think why that is because of an offer that's coming, a new choice, a decision, a new pathway has been offered something, or there's a choice that's to make that is going to alter the path or course of your life. It's a big decision. It's not just a decision, but it's like an offer. And I think you see the offer as a good thing. Like you see it as the Ace of Pentacles, as you see the Pentacle, you see it as your Pentacle. It's not a bad thing, it's just, it's a big decision, but you do see it as being a good offer. So that's in your present situation, you're just tired because of this offer. Then in your relevant past, you've got the King of Cups and the Hangman. So cups represent water, which is emotions. You can see the King of Cups is on a floating platform on top of water. We've got that fish again, which can be also seen in the Page of Cups. That fish is meant to represent your inner self, your desires, it's like illusion. The fish is like an illusion. That's how I see it in Page of Cups anyway. The king is obviously the king, ruler of his emotions, got everything under control, but it's followed by the Hangman, which is like usually a change of perspective. So I see it as like, you know, it's like, it's got the halo, it's like enlightenment, but it's hanging upside down. I feel like it's just like his legs crossed, it seems a bit small. I feel like between like a choice, a decision, or it's shifting your perspective from between ego and spirit self, higher self. So you got that with the King of Cups there, so let me think. I'm trying to think, did you recently maybe recently there was a transformation? Yeah, okay, so you did, you in the past you've been through something, or a change in state of mind where you have kind of shifted your perspectives, you've come out of your ego self and you're a little bit more into the King of the Cup energy, so you've got a little bit more control, sorry I'm talking fast, you've got a little bit more control over your emotions. Alright, then we have got your challenges. So the first card we drew for that, we got two major arcana cards in there too. So we have the Three of Cups in reverse, which is unions, parties, cups, again, emotions, like fulfillment, celebrations. In reverse, obviously it has a separate meaning. So I see this as kind of like, so the Two of Cups, which is like the Lover's card, you know, union and partnership, and then we've got three. The third party situation, I feel like to me this card just, I don't know, especially because we've got it next to Justice as well. So the challenge is this third party situation, so three people. It's really having to take some time out to think about things, really reassess what you want. It's the Hermit, so solitude, going into self, a lot of spiritual, yeah, finding your light, being guided by your light, going within yourself. It's really doing some soul searching. And it's still in regards to that Ace of Pentacles, that I think Ace of Pentacles is in regards to that third party situation. I think that's the offer. We've got the Hermit because you need to really go deep inside yourself, take some time out, remove yourself from the situation so you can get a better feel for it. And you're gonna have to really apply a lot of careful consideration in regards to what you're going to do in regards to your relationships. Then we've got the Justice card, which is obviously justice. We've got the Scales, the Sword, which is logic, intellect, being rational. We've got the Ace of Swords, and the Sword is in the upright position and it's cutting through bullshit and everything. Which I think very much applies in the Justice card as well. Balance for the Scales, which is obviously you need to make a balanced decision. You need to balance out the situation. You need to make a choice. Cause and effect. You need to, yeah. Truths as well. Everything will balance out. Things will become fair. If you're lying, then there'll be consequences. Like, it's really, so again, you know you're going to make a decision, but you know whatever decision you make is going to have its own separate lot of consequences. So that's the challenge. It's like you don't actually feel like it's trying to balance or find the justice in the situation, or how to find a fair way to approach the situation. How to make the situation fair. That's it. You're struggling. Yeah. Okay. You don't know what to do because you don't want to be unfair, but you know it's not fair what you're doing too. Hence those Hermits. You're really having to go inside and think about quite a bit. Okay, and then we've got the Future card, which is quite funny because we've just talked about you have to make a decision. The Ace of Pentacles, tied because of this offer. So, sorry, let me start again. We started off with saying that you are exhausted because you're really stressed out about, or you've run yourself to the ground thinking about this offer, and what to do in regards to accepting or not accepting this offer. Then we've got the past. You've gone through a mental shift, which I think has put you in a state of mind where you can go and be the hermit and really think about things logically, calmly, rationally, hence the justice as well. And then in the future we've got the Tower. Surprise, surprise. So the Tower is an end of a cycle. Yeah, the Tower. Something's ending, something's coming down, complete destruction of something, but only so something new can be rebuilt. I'm just like looking at the card, the picture. Hey, it's like, wow, the person's face is really scary. Oh, I don't know, it's just really creepy. Hey, I never really looked at it that kind of carefully. I never noticed there was a crown on top of the tower either. Which is, sorry, it's indicating to me that it's like the complete destruction of the king. Yeah. Okay. Something's going to end. Something's going to end. Something's going to end. And if it's a third party situation, yes, and you're going to make a decision, of course something's going to end. I feel like if you don't make a decision might be forced upon you. The universe works in mysterious or not so mysterious ways. What will be will be. Then we've got the Four of Pentacles, which is like, I see like, okay, the card can represent greed, it's being stingy. I don't really see it. Like, lately I haven't seen the card, the Four of Pentacles, a card in relation to money at all. I feel like it's holding on to something, but I feel like it's holding on to something more sentimental, holding on to your truth, holding on to your, so you've got the Pentacles, like, you know, you've got this, like they're growing something, like something that you know, something that you hold to yourself that you're proud of, or like something that has sentimental value, or your emotions. I feel like you're holding on to your emotions, you're holding on to, when I say holding on to, you're guarding them. You're guarding your emotions. You're being guided with your emotions. Sorry, I'm trying to think. She's got 2 pages. So pages is like childlike energy. They usually deliver messages. Okay, I feel like the Page of Cups. Sorry, there's a bit of delusion. Okay. I'm gonna pull more cards. I feel like this is what you don't want to let go of. You don't want to let go of. Okay, something's coming to an end, even though it's come to an end, and it's going to end regardless. But I feel like you're still going to be like clinging to something, holding on to the idea of it, and I get the idea because the idea of it, the concept of it. I get the Page of Cups. As I've said, the fish is like a delusion. Cups is like emotion. It's like fluffy bunny, like daydreaming card. Also, it can represent affairs, and also seduction and everything. Which, again, I feel like that's it. You're holding to the idea of someone, and it's just an idea, and it's it's manipulated. It's like being manipulated into thinking that. It's not like deep emotions. Sorry, it's not like deep emotions. It's not like heartfelt emotions. It's more like with the Page of Wands as well. Like more like child, like teenager kind of emotions. Like you know, it's the idea of someone. You don't want to let go of the idea of someone. I feel like that's what it is. I'm going to put more cards on that. I'll just continue on. So I'm not getting the page of ones that paid. It definitely means something, but it's not coming to me right now, so I will pull more cards. What do we have? Things that you're not failing to see. Things that you're failing to see. Hidden influences. Yeah. So, two major arcana cards again. We've got Strength and Temperance. And then we've got the Two of Wands, which is, again, I feel like, it's okay. For me, Two of Wands is like, he's standing out, he's got the whole world in front of him, he's staring into an abyss. Like, what do I do? I've got the whole world, I've got everything that I could possibly want in front of me, but I still just don't know what to do. It's contemplating. It's feeling like okay, he's holding on to this one. Oh, shit, I'm right. They're both the same, but one's up higher and he's holding it and he's going back to turn to the other one. I feel like it's, you're not looking, you have a choice, you've got choices to make, but you're not looking at the choices rationally, fairly. You're a bit misguided. You're not seeing the full picture. You're holding one, you're making one thing, oh yeah, okay, so holding this one up and this one's down, okay, so like, you're holding one up to more value or holding it to greater consideration, but for the wrong reasons. You're not looking at the bigger picture or the whole picture, or you're not taking into consideration every aspect of it, or even the long term. You know, you just be thinking in the now, you're not thinking of the whole, the long lasting effect of it all. But again, it's in regard to a choice. Strength is, I don't think you realize your own strength. I feel there's Temperance as well. This one, sorry. Queen of Cups. Reverse. Okay, I feel like it's definitely, there's one, how do I put this? Definitely a decision between two females. But this one of them, you're struggling to like, struggling to let go of one you shouldn't go. So Queen of Cups is, she's quite intuitive, bit psychic, also secretive. Queen of Cups is more, she's more like, like, it's like inner self, kind of like, also mother. I want to pull more cards for this as well. It's definitely Queen of Cups. You're definitely not looking at something correctly. I really get that with the two wands. And this, the Seven of Wands in reverse. The way I see the Seven of Wands is, it's like release, obviously. For me, if it's the right way up, they're sticks. The 8 sticks flying through the air, so they're obviously being released. But the sticks aren't just dead sticks, they've got green leaves that are spreading life. So it's like releasing all your burdens, but not releasing them as burdens, releasing them as lessons. Now, when it's in the reverse, I take it as you are struggling to release all of them all, but you're failing to see, failing to take in the lessons of your burdens, or your any struggles that you've had, or anything that's been holding you back. You are letting it go, but you're failing to take in the lessons of it all. You're not going about it all correctly. There's something you haven't learned. again, temperance is like balance between, so hangman is balance between, wow, a lot of balance cards that you really, okay, feel of fortune as well. Okay, oh, sorry. So temperance, so hangman is like between soul, so ego and spiritual self, higher self. Justice is between fairness, good and bad, morale, and then temperance is like, it's not picking one, it's perfect balance, like harmony. It's one foot in the water, one foot on the land. It's all working harmoniously, like it's finding harmony and peace within yourself. It's also got the head illuminated, which is like your higher self. Everything that flows, we're working together. Like you need to like just, I'm just looking at the strength as well. There's an imbalance, definitely an imbalance. I'm gonna pull more cards. Yeah, sorry, the overall message was Queen of Wands, the Empress in reverse. Then you've got the Six of Wands. A lot of wands. Okay, this is terrible. Me. I know there's something. I'm just trying to like, I need to calm myself down and just like, let me this message. Okay. I'm just can't articulate it right now for some reason. I know what I want to say. So overall message is that with the Six of Wands, it's like, you know, it's like a victory, coming in successful, but you don't come in successful like that unless there's been a battle beforehand. So it's victory, but not without some strife, or not without some grief, or not without, and maybe this person's not looking, you can't see the face and they're kind of like looking away. It's kind of like shame as well. So it's, I feel like it's, yes, you're victorious over something, but not without the, you know, not without there being, you're not complete, there's a victory, but you can't be like happy, or you're not really that proud about it. The Empress in reverse. Why is the Empress in reverse? Okay, let's pull more cards. So what cards do I want clarification for? The Tower. What is ending? Oh, sorry, the Wheel of Fortune. What comes around goes around. It might be good now, but it could change very quickly. Then it's kind of like, so we're doing Tower, aren't we? Investigate. I actually feel like I was talking about the Wheel of Fortune. I'm going to put that there. Don't really know why there's logic in that, but there's logic there. So those two are together, and then that and that together. They'll come to me. Just be patient. I'm sorry. Okay. So this is investigate, look closely, ask questions, think before acting. So the overall message, and in regards to the Wheel of Fortune and the Six of Wands, I think like, look close, don't just act, because you have to like, it might be a success, but as Wheel of Fortune, success can quickly change into disaster. It's like, don't just I feel like one of these coins are really manipulative, and I got that one of these coins is really manipulative. So then I feel like that someone's going to be offering something to you that is, I'm going to like seduce, like someone's going to try and seduce you, and it's going to be all very tempting, and I think they might mislead you, misguide you with their emotions. Yeah, okay. Okay, someone is pretending. Okay, one of these, yeah, I get it now. Alright, so well, you got the choice, you got one up, you're not taking full consideration, Page of Pentacles, the complete end of something, your own strength, the Temperance, things that you're failing to see is, I'll pull more cards for it, but there's three here. One of these female, okay, wait, if I only see it, let's get it, like that. I should have kept them together how they came out, that would have made so much more sense. One of these females, the Queen of Cups, and Cups is water, so that could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. Could be, could not be. It's just the yeah. Anyway, Queen of Cups, whoever she is, she might be the Queen of Wands as well. Yeah, I think she's also Queen of Wands in the overall, because I just am saying that because the Empress is in reverse. Oh, sorry, I was thinking it's the black hat, and it just made me go towards. Anyway, I'll pull more cards. But anyway, one of these females is really manipulative, really manipulative, and it's trickery. Don't be just think about the situation carefully. Don't just go with the first offer. Keep your temper. What was I pulling that for? Oh wow. I was thinking about that. I'm gonna put that there. I feel like sorry. I thought I was like even thinking about. Oh wow, that's terrible. I'm so sorry. I'll get better. Okay, so let's go Ace of Pentacles. Please give me information about Ace of Pentacles. What is this offer? What is my offer to Sagittarius? Too many cards. Please give me more insight into what is my offer to Sagittarius. What is my offer to Sagittarius? You'll make this. Shine bright like a candle. You'll make it through this. Tower. What is this tower situation? Actually, please clarify the Three of Cups. Please clarify the Three of Cups. Follow the white rabbit. Curiosity meets opportunity. Message for a rabbit. Service to the animal world in reverse. Okay, weird. Can you please take some strength and challenges? Painting the roses red, covering up errors. In reverse, it's not covering up errors. Find the lesson. Discover your purpose in the situation. Trust that you are learning. Alright. What is this Queen of Wands? Okay, what want to come up for her? Can't go back to yesterday, be in the present. In reverse. Oh, falling. The unknown, descent, momentum, change. Set your course, know where you wish to go, have a plan, right direction. All in the golden afternoon, inspiration, creative spark, imagination, conception. Oh, yes, I got that. I'm sorry. Alright, I'm putting these ones out. So, can you please scrub a towel? You can see my head. Ooh, look at that head. Queen again, that was in reverse. And justice. Whoa, what the hell happened there? I don't think so. Yeah. I just don't feel like these colours are coming out like the right way. They make sense, but not just the ones I'm clarifying for. Weird. Okay, so shine bright like a candle. This is the Alice in Wonderland Oracle deck. Alright, and this is to clarify the Ace of Pentacles. Number 36. Your divine light is strong. You are radiant, endurance, resilience, making it through a trying time. Okay, that's present in the Four of Swords. Contemplating the purpose of your existence, wondering about life and death, connections with the afterlife. So there's a lot changing. Sorry, I'm just trying to read. It will shine despite the mistakes and hurt you may experience. The brightness within you is internal and cannot be put out so easily. So despite the times when you feel the darkness lies ahead, know that the guiding light you seek is inside of you. When you receive this card, no matter how difficult or strange things seem to be, and no matter how much your life is altering, know that you are a bright and shining soul. And you will continue to shine for a long time to come. Yes, you may wonder what will become of you, but do not torture yourself. Four of Wands, Four of Swords. Oh my gosh, do not torture yourself with unnecessary worries or contemplate disaster. It is natural to feel a little anxious and to prepare for the worst, but trust this card. Your light has a long time yet to shine in this world. It will only grow brighter as your soul continues its marvelous journey through the wonderland existence. So there's definitely a change you're going through. That would represent also with your past. And the Tower, there's definitely a lot changing, and I focus so much on relationship, but it's also get another message. Wait. Yeah, so 40 minutes in. Oh, sorry if everyone else I told to go away. Sorry. I'm such a douche. What's this offer? I want to put more on this offer. Sorry, I feel like it's offer, like it's actually like an offer, like it's something, I like a big change, like a big change, like I feel like it's a decision, like it's you. You're actually shifting who you are as a person. Everything about you is changing. Like you're gonna change your life course. I did say that too. It's gonna change your whole life course. What is this offer in the Ace of Pentacles? Death. What is this offer? Oh wow. Alright. The World in reverse. Death in reverse. Okay, well, there we go. That just summed up the whole thing quite quickly. You keep resisting. You're fighting yourself. Okay, so this really is about it's battle with yourself. You are battling yourself. You are resisting the end of a cycle. There is something that you don't want to let go of, like ideas, beliefs. You're really struggling with letting go of who you are. You're really struggling with letting go of who you are. You're really struggling to like understand like who you were, who you are, and it's finding balance between that. Okay, definitely. You really, there's something you just don't want to let go of. You are really resisting a change. You are resisting a change. So you sorry. Okay. Can we please get a little bit more clarification between the King of Cups and Hangman? King of Cups and Hangman. No, yeah, I want to be queen. That makes more sense. Yes. That makes more sense. Okay. So, I want to be queen, stating your sovereign, declaring freedom, passing a test. That's in reverse. These cards do work in the reverse as well. So, in following your own good advice, trust yourself, know what is best for you. Okay. So, in the past, there was a situation where your freedom was somebody challenged you. You were challenged in regards to your beliefs, fear of your power, a preference for being told what to do rather than deciding what is best for you. Okay. Acquiescing to another's will, seeing power as a corrupt influence, shrinking away from potential, fear of failure, over compromising. Alright, definitely. And that's with Hangman. Follow your own good advice, Tim. Harsh self-judgment for a mistake or an error made, personal expectation, causing inconsolable sadness, a reminder to detach, find clarity and follow your personal internal guidance system. Come, there's no use in crying like that, said Alice to herself rather sharply. I advise you to leave off this minute. She generally gave herself very good advice, though she very seldom followed it. You're very caught up in your emotions. Okay, very something like you've been really it's like you've even had maybe 2 tower moments. It's really confusing the hell out of everyone. You handed over your power in the past. I think this is more like a general past thing. It's just a you. I think it's past you, who you were. You didn't believe in your own. You didn't believe in yourself. You didn't believe in your power. You didn't have much control. You handed over all your control by choice. And with the Hangman as well, I think that you'd rather rather than get up and go do something or like fix the problem or confront the situation, I think you would rather have like sat around in a state of like self-pity, and you wouldn't have minded that because you got attention from it and it kind of validated your behavior. I don't know if it's in regards to a certain situation as such or just a whole, but I really get that you were like really playing on a situation, an emotional situation. You didn't want to, okay, yeah, you didn't want to change it. You didn't want to change the situation. You weren't going to do anything about it. You're kind of liking all the sympathy you're getting because it validated you, it allowed you to continue doing that. And so you played on it, you kept playing on it, you played on it, you really played on it, okay. Yeah. What are these guys saying? Whereas this isn't in regard, I feel like this might be even more for an onlooker in regards to a Sagittarius, like, yeah, they maybe they played you. Yeah, if this is for a cross watcher, there's someone that's been watching for Sagittarius, they really played on your emotions. Definitely. Bit of trickery there, yeah. Okay. Yeah. Now what am I getting? I'm getting they for the better good of you. What's the word? They preyed on your greater good. Okay, a spiritual gift shall enter your heart and manifest as a blessing in your life. You have an innate talents and abilities which will support your soul into full glorious manifestation. You've been blessed with a beautiful divine destiny to fill. You have a natural, I feel like this is two messages. This is two messages. Okay, there's two things going on here for sure. So I've got a message I think which is for a cross watcher in regards to a Sagittarius. I feel like you might be a third party. You might have been seeing this person on the side, and I think they have another union. The Empress in reverse, I feel like I might even be married. So if you're watching this and okay, if you're watching this for a Sagittarius, you're seeing a married Sagittarius male who's really played on your emotions in regards to his relationship with his wife. If not wife, then very significant other. They've really put the whole poor me, I can't, she's unbearable, she's not nice, she's mean to me, she bullies me kind of thing. And they really sucked you in that way, and it kind of like made you not question too much because they just let you assume whatever you thought with what they were telling you. It kind of led you to believe that, you know, there was like, it was an unhappy home, like you didn't feel so bad about continuing with this relationship because obviously like they're at discord, but they're not working, so you know she's not going to care. And this person was telling you that, or was making things out to be that bad, you know, to spark that train of thought in you. They didn't exactly lie because they never said the actual dynamic, you know. They're just telling you this is how they view it. I feel like they were just telling you their feeling here. They were just telling you their feelings. They'd never actually mentioned the actual dynamic. And I feel like they played on that. They let you assume and let you run with your assumptions. But they manipulated you. Yeah, definitely. And there's definitely two stories going on here. Yeah, alright, so the other person is, you've like been offered something like the other person, and the other way this is going, I think this is like quite a spiritual person. It's an opportunity to start something new, but I feel like it's something like and the other person is for a female. I feel like for female energy, feminine energy, whatever. I feel like you put a lot of work into something. I think it might be starting your own business, starting your own endeavors, doing something for yourself. It's moving away from a corporation, or moving away from working, you know, under somebody, to working for yourself. And I feel like that's what that offer is. It's an offer to I feel like you've been getting, okay, you have been, this is might have been in the makes for a little while, and it's finally starting to take off, and you've been offered something in regards to this work that you've been doing for yourself. Choose your thoughts and words so they reflect what you truly wish to put out into the world, because your influence is stronger and further reaching than you realize. Ever dwelled in the original paradise, the Garden of Eden? She is the mother of knowledge. From knowledge developed. Wisdom is the egg of Sophia, the divine feminine power to be a birth mother of higher consciousness, to bring forth the light of loving awareness. His oracle is not an omen of being past paradise. It is a sign that a false view, which has been holding you captive, is going to give way to a greater understanding, which will empower you to be the bearer of light. Sorry, I'm really thinking of this. I get a message, but I'm not. It's like, it's coming down. Let me channel it, sorry. Okay, for the other person, you have an idea. This idea is contemporary, left wing. It might even be like a side project. Might not even be a job. Maybe you're still keeping your work. I feel like it might be a side project, and it's like youth work. Oh, yeah, I'm really, wow. Youth work, community work, community-based work. It's to help. It's to do something to help. It's for the betterment of the world. And also, so this is like just kind of like 2 minutes. Also, it's going on about shedding skin. I feel like for the person, the onlooker, you might feel shame and like you feel angry at yourself and disappointed because you never wanted to be a homewrecker as such. But it's like, don't shift away from shame and confusion, perhaps feeling you have something to prove or that you are not enough. Yeah, don't get caught up. I feel like you're gonna get really quite upset about it and everything, and you're gonna start like questioning your worth. Don't. It's you're better than that. You know, the fact that you feel that way is an indication of your goodness of heart. You've got remorse. That's good. Be grateful that you can recognize these things and you have that integrity, and you have that inner guidance in you, because most people don't. Like, that you can recognize it and that you feel that way is to be acknowledged, and just act with integrity. Sorry, everything's so yeah, be noble, but don't beat yourself up. Do not allow yourself to become a doormat to anyone's ego games. Yep. And this other person, this business, I feel like somebody may have I know that there's regardless, there's definitely a very egotistical, manipulative character in both stories. I feel another person, if you've had an idea, I feel like you might have been spoken. There was something that you were told that kind of put you off. Someone tried disencouraging you. Hangman also, you know, the enlightenment. So of course it'd be like, you know, something has come to your knowledge, like you've looked at the things differently, and you like some light bulbs went off, like, oh well, that's really how it is. What? I feel like, yeah, you've both people who I'm speaking to at the moment, you've been deceived. But things are gonna come to light, definitely. Yeah. But keep, don't be overruled by emotions. Yeah, I feel like he was actually just a really manipulative person in both these stories. Sorry. Then we got 34. It's gonna be so long. You're probably gonna get so bored. If anyone's still here, I'm so sorry. Your heart knows how to let go so you can find peace. Alright. Definitely about fight, like definitely yeah, definitely about having to let go of something toxic, like It's time for you to experience spiritual closure. A beautiful new reality is opening up for you. Entering it requires you to release your attachment to the past. You have been inwardly preparing for a powerful rebirth. Now is time to trust in what is meant for you and move towards it with an open, trusting heart and peaceful mind. As we do our best to muddle through life, gaining enough understanding and healing to attain some degree of closure and move on as best we can, flickering off remnants of the past which can arise even whilst we are doing our best to let go. So I feel like, yeah, in the past you found something out, it did shift your perspective, you were able to see things quite clearly. Also, maybe the King of Cups, this is more to the person that's someone's spiritual journey or something, like some more spiritual person. This isn't for the person in the third party situation. This is a message to someone very spiritual. A message of your spiritual journey. If there's anyone who's really spiritual, I feel like you're connecting with your spirit, or you are understanding, or you feel like you're on a journey of self. This is more to you. I feel like you found something out. You're forced to look at things with a different perspective. You've had some new understandings about your views and your beliefs, but you handled it well. Like, you stayed. This was like a big shift, but you handled it quite well. You handled your emotions quite well. You kept your emotions at bay. I feel like it was very emotional. It was quite painful. Sacraments of Extreme Union is the name of the card that I just pulled out, and that was for the yeah, this is last emoting. Okay. Okay, this is really sorry. Okay. This person's been offered something. This is like a big change. Like, I feel like you could have the Justice card as well. Like, it's big. I'm gonna like need to maybe like put another message. Sorry, because this is really for somebody. You might have done something. You might have participated in. You might have been, for lack of a better word, a bit of a criminal, or would have been perceived as a criminal, or if people were looking into you, it would appear that you're a criminal. You've done some shady things. You've been involved in some shady things. I don't think it means you're a shady person. I think you just got involved with some shit. Yeah. And really. Yeah. And you got an offer to get out of this shit. That's what maybe you got an offer to get out of this shit. Sorry, there's someone that's not feeling so okay at the moment. I get that. There's someone that's not feeling so okay. I'm going to do a separate reading for okay, I'm just going to, let's just stop. Let's keep this as a third party situation. Just I've gone into that quite a fair bit. I think we get what it is. I feel these other cards are for, yeah. I don't think there's any other real messages for, yeah, the person in the third party situation. Look, don't beat yourself up. You know what it is. I don't feel like, when I said before, I feel like one of the queens is really manipulative. I feel like maybe this woman is going to manipulate it. That's what I feel for that situation. I didn't realize, I didn't realize till just now that this was two separate, like two different stories. It makes so much more sense now. A little bit conflicted. But yeah, so if you're an onlooker and you're watching this on behalf of Sagittarius, yeah, this person is in a relationship. I don't feel like the relationship is actually as bad as they make out it is. I think they're just a bit of a player, and I get that with the Page of Cups, and the Page of Wands is very childlike, immature energy, just like going after what they want. Yeah, you know what to do. Follow your heart, listen to your own, keep your integrity about you. Knowing the situation at hand, what are you going to do? You can stay in it, or if you really feel that it was wrong, then leave. It's up to you, of course. Okay, I'll pull out messages from Spirit, just for the third party situation. So we got resolution. This is getting long, and I really have there's another message for somebody else. I feel like if there is somebody else, somebody who's really a lot of, I feel like, yeah, I'm feeling, when it started with the Four of Swords, like, definitely heavy, exhaust. I'm going to do another reading for that person. I really feel like, yeah, sorry, but for the third party situation, if you want to make peace with your enemy, you have to work with your enemy. Then he becomes your partner. There is tension in peace. Conflict comes and struggle arises. That is the way of the world. Peace is an ability, not a state of being. Meet your challengers as equal. Their needs are your needs. Peace, love, and hope. Opposition is an opportunity to deepen understanding and strengthen alliances. Counseling and mediation. Seek to understand and then be understood. Satisfaction comes with putting a matter to rest. An advisory becomes an unlikely benefactor. Know where you cannot bend. I release the need for power, control, or domination. I have no time or need for them. I am courageous in my desire to give love, to seek love, and to be loved. I pursue peace relentlessly for myself and for the world. Together we are beautiful, we are peace. Okay, I don't think basically it's not going to benefit anyone to just blow up in this person's face and etc. It's going to bug you because you're going to be left with a lot of like questions such as like, well, if you're married or in a relationship, what are your feelings towards me? You know, if it was all a lie, how much of it was a lie? You're not going to, it's not going to help anyone. Just approach the situation peacefully. Because if you do that, then you're going to get more out of them, as in, you know, conversation, and then you'll be able to properly close off the situation without, you know, that constant niggling in the back of your head of the what ifs. And, you know, if you go through it peacefully and you can have a proper conversation about it, you'll just be able to end, and you'll be done with it. And I've got choice. A people free to choose will always choose peace. Balance your decisions against the weight of your heart. So exactly, what are you going to do in relation to this relation? In the still of the night, when you are revealed, vulnerable, and alone, your choices and intentions keep you company. Peace cannot be forced, but alongside love, justice, and order, it can be chosen 1,000,000 times a day. An important decision with no guarantee. The choice is more significant than the outcome. The best choice is not necessarily the one that appears most right. Stand by someone or something you love. Don't take that as in, okay, I love this person, I'm going to stay with them because the cards told me. No. Stand by someone or something you love. You must love yourself. You must love yourself to respect your integrity and your moral ground and to stand that and be right in that. So don't just take that as in, you know, the cards told me to stay with this person even if you think it is such the wrong thing to do. It could also just mean yourself, because we should all love ourselves more than, well, you know, as I say, you can't love until you can love yourself. So just keep that in mind. Again, do what resonates with you and what you feel is right. I'm just trying to give you a balanced perspective. And I've got strategy. Peace is a daily and weekly and monthly process, gradually changing opinions, slowly enduring old barriers, quietly building new structures. Your future isn't going to build itself. You are creating it in everything you do. Your feelings, thoughts, and actions are steering you into your destiny. Shape tomorrow with joyful anticipation. Direct your future with love, compassion, and understanding. With peace as you plan, you and this world will just get better every day. Link your core values to your master plan, your core values. Beware of actions and slip of tongue that don't match who someone claims to be. Significant progress is made in small steps. Beware of actions and slips of tongue that don't match who someone claims to be. You'll see this person, they'll slip up, they're projecting, they're trying to tell you that this person is so hard done by and this relationship's so bad, but they would have said other things or done things to you, or the things would have played out that you're like, oh, hold on, that just doesn't, it's like, well, if you're really this person who's being so hard done by, it doesn't seem right that you'd be acting in such a way. Like, it might be the way that their phone rings, and I feel like you get this, and it's the way that they leave on the phone when the phone rings. It's like, well, yeah, I feel like 100%. The phone rings, act funny, it's just a business call, something, walk off and go away and come back really sheepishly. Yeah, no, mate, they're on the phone to their wife. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they are. You know it. You don't need me to tell you. Stop lying to yourself, girlfriend. You kick his ass to the curb. Don't need him. Don't be sad about him. He ain't worth shit. If that's the kind of person they are. Hope they're manipulative. That's what I mean. Not cheating. These situations happen. I understand that. I'm talking more the manipulation. That's never necessary. Anyway. Hope is like peace. It is not a gift from God. It is a gift only we can give another. Okay. Only you can find the peace within the situation. Only you can find the peace with it all. It's up to you. You can't entirely. Don't. I said have a discussion, everything, and come to endings. Because I feel like when you are going, I feel like you're just all up in your head and spiraling like. Yes, end it peacefully. Because in all day. Say those things that you need to say, because I feel like you really need to say them. Yeah, this has really done a number on you. Sorry. But don't rely on them to find don't rely on them to, don't rely on that to bring you peace, because only you create your own peace. Like, no one can do that for you. Instability gives magic an opportunity to break through into the mundane. A spiral of light and darkness alchemize, and twisted hues burst forth in a rainbow's delight. Life, hope, and peace come creeping, growing, teaching, and reaching through tender cracks in the heart of the world and blossom into miracles. A boon can come in many disguises. An explosive event leads to a beautiful experience. Merit comes through generosity. Heed warning of a lucky miss. With the tower, everything is crumbling down, but like, it's going to enlighten you to something. This whole experience is going to open your eye to something that you were missing. I feel like this person, you didn't want to be around them anyway. It's a blessing in disguise. I feel like this is going to trigger it's going to inspire some kind of like you're going to take something with your pain. I think it's a bit of like, well, screw you. I'm going to make you see how good I am. You thought that you could trick me, you thought you could outsmart me, or I'm going to show you the person I really am. I feel like you can really make something of yourself from this situation. If you remain balanced with your emotions and you don't rely on this person to give you peace, you find your own peace, you go find your own creation. Just don't turn bitter. If you listen to your heart, if you do what you think is right and you listen to your inner guidance system, you'll be fine. Again, nothing set in stone, but like, yeah, if it's a third party situation and you're watching this from another Sagittarius, that is the situation, and you need to listen to your heart. You need to do what you feel is right. If you do that, I feel like everything will work out well for you. I feel like this is an opportunity for you to really grow as a person, and I think that's going to give you this newfound strength. And with that, because I'm getting there is definitely like, somebody else is going through something and it's more spiritual. I think that's separate, but I do think like that there is like an offer that's going to come from this, a business opportunity, or there is, for both people, it's a complete change of events. Yeah, sorry. Just hear me out like this makes any sense or doesn't make any sense, or I don't know, some kind of like guidance from somebody watching this would be wonderful, so I can figure out where I'm going wrong, because I'm just, I don't know what's wrong with me, but I was like, I don't know if I'm just too much in my own energy. I'm just concerned that I'm I just want to know if this resonates with anybody at all. I really do. I'm going to do another reading for somebody else, but I really honestly do feel that it is necessary. But with this one so far, if you can some kind of feedback, I'm so like worried, not in my own head, which me worrying about it, it's bad enough, I shouldn't do that, but I just feel like it's just not clicking the way that it usually does or should. I'm missing something. I'm missing something. When I do this reading, hopefully it's just that other person. But yeah, I don't know. Can someone give me some kind of indication? Do I just stop doing this? Do I give up? I want to persevere for change. But yeah, any kind of feedback or advice would be helpful. Like, I'm not lying, I'm speaking my truth. What I say is what I feel. But I'll be honest with you, it's just not clicking the way that it usually does. It's frustrating. Hopefully it's just this other person. But yeah, thanks. To anyone that got to an hour and 16. Congratulations.